Hi guys, so how are you handling the cruel and unusual torture that is waiting for the 200th episode? The anticipation is killing me. But luckily, as I'm filming this video, it's like 2-3 more days depending on what country you're in. Guys, I'm just gonna warn you, if this is not like an amazing episode, y'all are gonna be getting one negative review in your sub boxes. Because as far as reviewing NCIS episodes goes, there's nothing worse than building up to this great episode and having it be just bad or awkward. I mean, I think it's gonna be good. It's definitely gotta be better than the Grey's Anatomy What If episode. I love you, Grey's Anatomy, I do, but what was that? What was the point of that? It had no point other than like, it was like somebody wrote an AU fanfiction that there's no point. It was just that. It was just like, hey, let's see what Alex looks like with hipster glasses. Like it was bad. Anyway, moving on, back to NCIS. Okay, first, let's just do like the non-200th episode news. There's only one thing, and it's coming to us from TV Line. Throw it up there. And speaking of DiNozzo, one of you wrote in to ask if we'll ever find out what bargain Tony made with God in Engaged. Says Glassberg, the beauty of NCIS, from my perspective, is that you can plant little seeds like that and then chip away at it. So sure, we'll revisit that. And in the season premiere, we set up this whole thing about a kid in Baltimore, and that's going to be dealt with in the later half of the season. Tony DiNozzo III? I kid? So, I'm excited to know what the bargain is. I don't know if I said this before when I reviewed that episode, but I think it has something to do with his parents. Like, that's my bet. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with Wendy. Ew. I hope it's like, dear Lord, I will keep catching bad guys and saving orphans from wells, but you keep the condom from breaking, okay? Amen. I love you, big guy. As far as the kid, maybe, you know, that one time that Gibbs was on vacation in Mexico and Tony was in charge of the team and they totally arrested the wrong guy, maybe that time God was just like, hey, sorry, buddy. Now, Wendy has a kid who I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me right, is 7 or about. And Tony, I think, joined NCIS 2 years before the show started. So he's been with NCIS like 11 years. So it's been like 10-11 years since Baltimore. Like, maybe they rekindled their relationship off screen in season 2. And in the episode after the 200th episode, it's the Valentine's Day episode called Secrets. There is a character on the cast list called Fred Miller, same last name as Wendy, played by a kid actor. I think it's safe to say Wendy's previously mentioned Devil Spawn is in this episode. Is he Tony's love child? I hope not. I hope this whole kid in Baltimore thing has nothing to do with a little illegitimate DiNozzo child running around. That would be jumping the shark, in my opinion. No, just no. Okay, so on to 200th episode stuff. Firstly, the New York Post posted a very interesting photo of Tony and Ziva in the interrogation room, and they're not on the same side of the table. Well, you know, they are, but Ziva's sitting in the chair on the other side of the table, which is never good. You know, that hasn't happened since Good Cop, Bad Cop. And the article with the pic says, in this alternate reality, a married Tony is putting the screws to Ziva, who is still a Mossad officer. My reaction to this was similar to the end of a randomly generated URL. My first coherent thought was that, you know, so I guess in this alternate universe, Tony cosplays as Patrick Jane from The Mentalist. Okay, cool. I'm seriously, like, so stoked. Like, remember, guys, like, remember in Kill Ari, like, remember the Tiva and Kill Ari, like, remember that, like, interaction between them when they just met each other? Like, remember the phone sex? And the pizza and the prego, like that was the shit. Like, I'm just, like, I'm just really excited because, like, I'm hoping for more of that. And I'm gonna get to this a little bit later, but there was the little clip that we got to see, like, a little brief thing in interrogation, and like, Next thought. I wonder if, like, she'll try to kill him or go crazy because she's handcuffed, and we all know that Ziva can get out of a pair of handcuffs. As far as Tony being married, who's he married to? More on that later. So we also got the promos for this episode. They look great. I'm just, like, go watch them. Like, I don't know if I could, like, recap them if that's gonna help. Is a diner purgatory? Because that's kind of awesome. I think it was someone's tweet that said that the diner is, like, gonna be around for more than one episode. Excited, but I like the idea of the diner being purgatory. Like, it's real, but in this episode, I think it's like supposed to be like purgatory or something. Because Frank shows up and he's like, hi, you're dead, or something. I know in Criminal Minds, when Al had her near-death experience or whatever in the Fisher King episodes, that the jet was actually purgatory and her father came and talked to her. So maybe it'll be something like that, just like it's this familiar place becomes purgatory and stuff happens. I kind of wonder if Gibbs having like a near-death experience or whatever, and he goes to the purgatory diner and he like sits and eats fries with like, you know, Frank's and his family and whatever, and they go through some stuff, and then they have the alternative universe flashes. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, one of the many questions I have for you guys, who do you think's under the hood? Because this would surprise me if it's just like a random thug that decides to shoot Gibbs. You know, he's or she is concealed with a hood for a reason. Do you think that this is a character that we know that's gonna shoot Gibbs? A character that we're going to know? I think it'd be great if, warning, I'm about to swear, if it's a great like mindfuck moment and like he pulls the hood off and it's Gibbs that's shooting himself and he wakes up and it's all been a dream. Some sort of crazy twist ending like that. So, in addition to the promos, there is like this behind the scenes video thing that I suggest you go watch. For some reason, I couldn't watch it in Canada, so I'm going to link to one of the reposts of it. There's a lot of stuff, kind of the two things that jumped out at me. We got to see a little bit of the Tony and Ziva interrogation scene. And they name-dropped Tiva, which I knew was only a matter of time because I'm pretty sure they name-dropped McAbby not too long ago. And I was like, oh, it's only a matter of time before they name-dropped the Tiva, and they did. The biggest thing, really, is this. There's a part where, like, Tony, is apparently just, his child has just been born. So the doctor's like, congratulations, Mr. Donoso, and it's a baby, and Tony has a baby, oh my god. I mean, I know this is an AU episode, but it's so cute, he's got the little baby, oh, it's adorable, I love it, it's gonna be great. I'm kind of fixed, though, on who's the mother, because I think it's gonna be someone we've met before. Like, I'd be surprised if it wasn't. I think that'd be kind of a waste of an opportunity. I hope it's, I kind of hope it's Kate. Like, I kind of have a soft spot for Tony and Kate after Swag. Like, I kind of liked them, but, like, Swag was an episode where I'm like, oh my god, I ship you guys so much and she's gonna die in the next episode. I think that'd be great if, like, if the Kate's cameo was, like, post-labor Kate or something. I think that'd be great. What if it's Sean? Oh, wouldn't that be crazy? Actually, you know, like, it's been so long since Jean was, like, an issue, I kind of don't really hate her anymore, and I think that'd be kind of interesting. She's nothing compared to Wendy. She hasn't even shown up, and I hate her more than Jean. I hate her. Who do you think is Tony's baby mama, and who would you prefer, Jean or Wendy? Or EJ? Ooh, EJ. That's another one. Seriously, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm really fixated on baby mama stuff, so what do you guys think? Let me know. For me personally, fingers crossed that it's Kate, because I'll cry. I'll just cry. I will. So this is kind of my last video before the 200th episode, so, you know, let me know what your theories are. You guys have any good theories? I don't really have any good ones, other than I really hope that Kate is the baby mom, and that's all I really got. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Let's theorize. Let's try to figure out what they're gonna do. Anyway, I'll see you guys later for a review. Bye. Was not expecting that to be one of the changes, but we'll go with it. Just fell towards the camera. And then they have a baby. And, you know, as like a date shipper, we cry at what could have been. Oh god. I'm seriously welling up a bit. Pull it together.